Good morning, and thank you, Peter. I do have some lengthy remarks to make, but I shouldn't go past noon. Good morning. I am Senator Eric Berthel. I am the ranking Senate Republican on the Education Committee. Thank you all for being here this morning. At some point in time between right now and midnight on Wednesday, May 6th, the Senate will unfortunately take up House Bill 5468, also known to all of you as the Homeschool Bill. I stand here in front of you, along with my colleagues today, in strong opposition to this legislation. I also want to express my genuine appreciation for the opposition that all of you have shown for, or I should say, against this bill. The voices of the people are loud and should be heard. Sadly, sometimes in this building, the loudest voices are never heard, and instead, attempted to be silenced or worse, drowned out by a political agenda. 2 months ago, on the day of the public hearing, for more than 19 hours, we heard from nearly 300 people who were strongly opposed to this bill, and from 4 who spoke in favor. And 3,300 pieces of written submitted testimony, also largely in favor, was highly representative of the concerns of our homeschooling families. Thank you to each parent, each child who is here today, who showed up over the last few months to advocate for your rights, for your way of life, for protecting your freedoms. Listening to the voices of the people we represent, regardless of your political beliefs, your skin color, your religious beliefs, is at the very core of our responsibilities as legislators. Your voices inform us and should be guiding us on the decisions that we make every day in this building. Those in favor of this legislation assert that homeschoolers homeschool so they can hide their child from abuses. I ask, as I have already over the course of this session, what about the child who is in a public school, who is abused daily, is home all weekend, all summer, who is hidden in plain view because their abuse never reaches the threshold of being reported? Any parent can hide a child if they truly want to do so, and the tragic events we saw are evidence of that. We also have a fatally flawed study from the University of Connecticut with questionable, at best, data and what I will call a highly questionable analysis that was used to craft parts of this bill. We have the child advocate stating publicly that Matthew Tradato, who died at the hands of his mother, was not removed from school for homeschooling, but yet this was largely the basis for her recommendation for the need for regulation of homeschoolers. Why? The child advocate also stated publicly that the real cause of these tragic events is a catastrophic failure of the Department of Children and Families. So it begs the question, ladies and gentlemen, why would we want DCF to be involved at all in the monitoring or regulation of homeschoolers when the agency has demonstrated they cannot handle the cases they are already monitoring? Now, in fairness, there is a new commissioner heading up DCF today, and I'm hopeful that she will right the ship for that agency and return it to a level of quality and performance that protects all children proactively and with fairness. As I mentioned, we had approximately 3,300 pieces of written testimony submitted in opposition to this bill. Yet here we are about to take final action on this bill in the Senate that will most likely move out and go to the governor for his signature. It is a fact that during the public hearing, we most certainly heard from homeschool families of all political views. This is not a Republican or Democrat thing. It's also a fact that we heard from people of all colors, religious backgrounds, and varying beliefs. And despite this, sadly, just like the vote in the House last week, the vote in the Senate will fall largely on party lines. So what do we do? What do you do? We will raise multiple amendments in the Senate in the coming days in an attempt to remove sections of the bill or to rewrite the entire bill. As sure as I'm standing here, those amendments will fail on party lines. We will ask hours worth of questions. We will raise valid points about constitutionality and legality, all of which will also likely fall on deaf ears of our Democrat colleagues. What can you do? Well, I would say you have to keep the pressure on. When this bill gets out of the Senate, you need to appeal to the governor to not sign it. But more importantly, More importantly, if you live in a district where your legislator votes or voted in favor of this bill, make sure you let everyone know. Let your family, your friends, your neighbors know that your elected officials silenced your voices, ignored your voices, have taken away your rights, have tried to destroy your way of life, and have demonstrated a regular abuse of power by virtue of their majority, and that it needs to stop. And the way that it stops, ladies and gentlemen, is on November 3rd. Vote them out. Do not send them back to this building. Do not let them come back. Thank you.